By paying attention, we let ourselves be touched by life, and our hearts naturally become more open and engaged. Good morning. Good morning, poppers. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yoga to me is just a way to meditate. Breathe out that tension in my body and release things by stretching. Sometimes I'll do a heel. I'll lay here like this in my Shavasana at the end. Also, it's just a slow way of stretching out your body to wake up, stretching out that tension, releasing this energy, breath, and then just coming into alignment. In the beginning, when I started meditating, I had a really hard time to quiet my brain, and I still do it sometimes. But at the beginning, yoga to me was that for me, because you're moving your body, but then you're also focusing on your breath, breathing out energies that are stored in you, releasing tension, relaxing, and feeling fully comfortable in your body. Slowing down, breathing, and getting intentional really helped me kickstart just being aware of things and slowly seeing things for what they are. Why I am the way I am. And so on. Questions you ask yourself that you don't actually sit and study, you just brush off. There's my room. At the end of it, I'll take this really big foam roller. This helps with my posture. My posture is really bad since I'm always on the phone, always editing and stuff. But I just lie on this foam roller like this, my bum on the edge, spine, middle, arms out. I feel like my chest is opening up so much in this position that I just let it all out. Like surrendering to whatever is to come. Cheers. And then I'll just eat these oranges. All that steeps, I just sit here and appreciate life for what it is, you know? Slow mornings, put some tunes on. Right now, I've been just waking up to a Waymaker. I'm not so religious, but I did grow up Catholic. There's a part of the song where it's like, release out the doubt, and I've been really working on self-doubt, so it's a good way to just keep saying the words over and over and over again. Even when I don't see that you're working, even when I don't feel that you're working, you never stop working. I'm reading this. We're talking about energy here. Mediums, sensitives, are always more sensitive to energy. I've never met one who wasn't. If you look into the world of famous mediums, you'll find it easily. Our internal energy meter is higher than others, meaning we are more affected by energy. Everything has a vibration. It throws out an order. It's amazing to me how much everything holds energy. Like this cup holds energy. This book holds energy. A leaf holds energy, and having so many things, having a room full of shit is just a lot of information, and even if you don't see it, it still holds energy. So clear your space, fully clean it, purging so that you can clear space for the new. This book is really just helping me just understanding a lot. Already things that I really know, but just like brushing off on information. I feel like a lot of spiritual books do overlap and stuff, but this one is just a nice way of just her own interpretation. This is Lisa Ann Rooney's book. I actually won a reading with her, or tarot reading. Her analogy is, imagine putting a song on the radio, and the spiritual girls, not spiritual, the people that are spiritual and are very open and have this like abilities to sense energies, they're listening to the music on full blast, and other people are not even tuned in or can't even hear the sound. Imagine walking into a grocery store and you're getting blasted by music, and the person beside you can't even hear what song is. And that to me is what it feels like to be an empath. She's like talking about how you absorb so much energy, and sometimes if you have a lot of anxiety, it can mean that you have these like abilities to like sense energy. Because why do you have so much anxiety? Is the question. Why are you picking up people's energies? You're not really supposed to operate in that way. Even ADHD, tuned in everywhere. You have the abilities. Like if you have ADHD, like I do, you're tuned in. Well, for me, for instance, I'm not going to tell you how to like live your life or how you should think about things, but I know that ADHD for me is just because I'm tuned into so many other energies. I can't even focus. I read energy more than I read words, because it's just, energy doesn't lie. It's almost like a blessing and a curse, because then you see through all the fake facade. You also see it within yourself, though. That's the thing. If you can't face it within yourself, then you can't see it in another. So there's a lot of masks that I used to wear, and now I don't wear them anymore. I don't know what it is about pulling a card, fully putting your energy in it, asking spirit to send you a message, and just, I welcome feedback from others with open arms, because it helps me grow and become a better human being. Things like that help me on my day. Gosh, if I don't do this morning, my brain was all over the place. So that's what I've been doing lately for my mornings, especially like the start, like getting back into routine and start really showing up for yourself. I feel like your mornings are the best way to do that. I find that when you wake up earlier, like right now it's 8 o'clock and I'm ready to start my day. I used to think nighttime was the way to go. Nighttime you get creative, but I also think mornings, it's a different type of energy, different type of vibe. And you take this energy that you have from the beginning of your day, confidence, the self-love, it's dripping off of you when you start pouring into yourself in the mornings. And then you show up in your work, and you show up in your day 100%. Maybe not even 100%, really feeling off that day, but way better than if you just woke up and rolled into work. People would want to be around me more when I show up for myself before I go and hang out with anybody. And I make sure to do that, because as an empath, I get drained really easily. So I need to always be filling my cup and clearing house and clearing energies. Understanding that I need to do that really helps me not do it as a chore, but something that makes me feel good. Before I close out today's video, I just want to say I think you're doing a great job being you, and I'm proud of you for the work that you put in to be the highest version of yourself. And with that being said, I'll see you next time. Bye.